Hey everyone, it's Hope. I am here today to do a non-spoiler book review over Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. So this book follows our main character, Tessa Gray. She's 16 years old. She has an older brother who has been living in Europe, and he has invited her to come up and visit him. So he has sent her a letter and a ticket saying, like, come and see where I've been hanging out. And she arrives expecting to meet her brother, but instead her life kind of gets turned upside down, and she has been introduced to things that she never thought was even real. Vampires, warlocks, demon hunters, just a whole bunch of random things. And after Tessa has been captured and kidnapped by the Dark Sisters, she too soon realizes that she is not very different from all these crazy people that she's interacting with. She finds out that she is also a downworlder. So as the story goes on, Tessa finds herself being saved by these shadow hunters, and she kind of just takes shelter at the Institute. And the rest of the book, she's trying to find out what her powers are, why people are wanting her, why she was held, captive from the Dark Sisters, and just kind of learning this whole new world, and ultimately trying to find her brother Nate, who is still missing, and she has no idea where he's at. So now that I'm done with the summary, let's talk about characters. Tessa Gray, I love her character. She is adventurous. She is very loyal to the people who she loves. She's been pretty accepting, and she's not a pushover. She can hold her own, so I love that about her. Then we have our two main shadow hunters. Will Herringdale is one of them, and Jem, I think Carstairs maybe is how you pronounce his last name, but Will and Jem are totally different. So they're both fearless and they can kick some butt, but Will, he is cocky, he is good looking. He's a character that you really, really fall in love with, but then he says really stupid things, or his actions are not very justified in the situation. You're thinking, what in the world, Will? What were you thinking when you did this or you said this? So yeah, my feelings throughout this book was just like flip-flopping if I liked Will or if I disliked Will. And then we have Jem. Jem is such a sweetheart. He is more innocent, and throughout the whole book, I just wanted to give him a hug. Like, I just feel like he's like the younger, cuddly brother. But yeah, he's definitely more innocent. He's kind and accepting, and pretty much everything that Will is not. Now, I have read all of the Mortal Instruments books except for the very last one, and I've only read the first one of the Infernal Devices, but so far I think I would choose the Infernal Devices over the Mortal Instruments. I just love the characters a lot more. It was less cheesy, and yeah, I just kind of like the storytelling a lot more in this book. I am looking to pick up Clockwork Prince here in the next couple days at my library. I will say this, I loved the incorporation of characters from the Mortal Instruments into these books. Like, I love that Camille was in this book. I love that Magnus Bane was in this book. I mean, I loved knowing some of the characters from reading the Mortal Instruments and then seeing them in the Infernal Devices, like, way before the Mortal Instruments ever, I guess, took place. Okay, so in the prologue, it says London, April 1878, and the Mortal Instruments more took place in modern days, so this is like way, way back. But yeah, I love the integration of the characters from TMI into the Infernal Devices. Something else that I loved about the book is it was not predictable at all. There were multiple twists in the book, and like I said, there are some characters that you just love and then you dislike them and you just kind of go back and forth. So I'm super excited to see the character development in this trilogy, and it was exciting. You know, there was a lot of action and mystery, and every time I read a chapter, I wanted to just keep reading more. So it was a great book to read in the midst of my reading slump. But yeah, if you guys haven't checked out this book, it is a fantasy type book. It also has elements of supernatural, and of course it's fiction. But yeah, it was a great read. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I'm super excited for the next 2 books. And yeah, I don't know, I have been reading more like contemporary, new adult, dystopian type books. So this was kind of a refreshing read to just read something out of what I normally do. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!